How much more do you put on Tyler's plate this week after getting the weekend practicing?
Just keep going about our business and our process, get him out there today, and see where it goes.
The quarterback you're going to face this week, does Kyler being out there give you help in the preparation process?
I guess a little bit. I think that we'll get the looks that we need to see throughout the week, and I know it'll be a little bit faster on game day, with 8 back there. That's who we're playing, but we'll get the looks we need.
Do you always go ones versus twos or ones versus ones?
All the above.
Oh, so you do ones versus ones. Gotcha.
Does the move with Kayvon, does that signal an optimism about where Jalen is in his rehab?
See how it goes. He's doing well. Hopefully we get him out there today and then see how he does.
What was it about Kayvon played a lot of snaps?
Yeah.
In fact, all of them for I think 4 or 5, whatever it was after the first game. That doesn't play any, and now obviously he's no longer here. What was it?
Just, I feel good about the room and who's, playing in there right now, and the roles of different guys on 4th down plays into that. And not so much what Kayvon didn't do, it's what the other guys have been doing.
Garrett, he played 22 snaps in the slot. What have you seen as far as that position being more emphasized, and you really need really athletic, gifted players?
Yeah, I think the first thing, that spot to me, is you got to be able to think fast. So that's a highly intelligent position in our what we ask that guy to do. And then, his skill set, the skill set of a nickel, there's a lot going on. You got to be able to cover, you got to tackle, you got to play zone, you got to blitz a little bit. You're in the box, you're in space. So it's a unique position. It's a starting position to me, one of the most, important on the defense. And he got himself ready to play. He stepped in there and played well.
When you have special teams plays like you've had the last couple of weeks, creating those fumbles, has special teams grown in importance since you've been in the league? I know way back in the day it wasn't as important, but I'm assuming since you've been in the league, it's always been a crucial part of
Yeah, those 4th down plays are critical to winning and losing games. So we're playing a really good unit this week, and we have a really good unit. So I told them there this morning, it's good on good. So we got to maximize our opportunities. They're very well coached in that phase. They got good players in that phase, and so do we. And that'll be a good matchup.
It's been the biggest jump for Zaven in the pass rush spot since you kind of started now.
Yeah, I think consistency is starting to find his rhythm a little bit with, and I think learning how to rush versus different guys. You know what I mean? Because there's one part of that where you're working on what you do, and then the next part comes down to how does this guy like to protect, which that's kind of a game within the game every week. So he's doing a good job with it. I think that, his blend of speed and power and bend gives him a chance to be productive in the pass game and affect the quarterback.
With Zach, do you feel that he was really ever totally back from the ACL, and that affect him early? And is this now a chance to kind of take a step back and get really right?
No, I thought he went in there and did a pretty good job for us. I mean, he's one of our impact players. He's got the quad now, so hopefully we'll get him back pretty soon here. But I thought he's played well.
When you looked at the film on Paris, was there anything maybe he learned or should take away from that game?
This last game, you mean, Paul? Just like all our guys, it's going to come down to consistency of technique and fundamentals to win your one-on-one. So that's all of our guys.
Josh Dobbs after the game said if he starts fast, then the offense is hard to stop. What's the formula there? Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, I think when Josh says that, he's taking ultimate accountability. It's not just on Josh, it's on all of us. So I think we all have to start fast. But that's a narrative, I think, that, there's a lot of variables that go into the start of the game on all 3 phases. So you can try to pinpoint a couple things. Honestly, when you start fast, if you don't start fast, whatever that means, we know what that means. But there's a lot of variables that go in to that. So, I'm more concerned about are we operating at a high enough level to put ourselves in position to win the game. And that starts when the ball gets kicked off. So we got to consistently do that at a high level to give ourselves a chance.
The end of the game, of course, in the fourth quarter has been really difficult on the offense. Is it even possible to pinpoint one thing, or is it just a combination of a lot?
Good question, Howard. It's kind of the same thing as the start of the game. You know, there's a lot of things that go on late in a game that are variables that go into, you know, your success. But I think that our offense, we have to maximize our opportunities when we get them, on mixed downs and on pass downs into the red zone and 2-minute. All those things come into play. So just the uptick of execution, we should, you know, do a better job of maximizing our chances.
Nick said against Lamar Jackson, he set his alarm to get up earlier for extra preparation. What's most important going against Lamar?
Good for him. He, you know, he's obviously, you know, his skill set makes him extremely hard to defend, and he's playing at a really high level right now. But we got to make sure that we're on the rules and responsibilities of how we're trying to defend him in the run and pass game to give ourselves a chance.
We've seen some other guys go from playing a lot or significant one week to not as much the next. What goes into that? Just maybe the scheme you're going against, and also on film you want to see more improvement from those particular person?
Yeah, kind of that. I mean, you know, we're looking for consistency and playmaking and doing the right thing as much as you can. So we're not afraid to move some guys around here or there. Some of that can be, just like you said, matchup driven a little bit at times. Some other times, you know, during the week, a guy might play a little bit better throughout the week and he gets the nod. So it's a highly competitive league, and we're a highly competitive team, and that's just not going on Sunday. That's throughout the week too.
When you do that, are you ever worried about a guy's confidence waver?
No, you just got to, I mean, yeah, sometimes. It's a good question, Josh. I mean, you know, they know that, you know, they have to maximize their reps on a daily basis, and that's how we evaluate them, and that's how we improve them. So, you know, some guys, I think that we're psychologically trained as a group, as a team, to not let that affect them. They know they got to get up, line up, play, and when their number is called, you got to produce.
Back to the Ravens for a minute. How much have you seen the improvement on the offense with some of the pieces they've added around Jackson on the offense?
Yeah, they got playmakers everywhere. But, you know, he makes it go. I think the O-line is very underrated. It's a very good O-line, and the backs do a really good job breaking tackles, yards after contact, in space, in the pass game. They got some really good receivers and some really good tight ends, so they're a complete unit.